a high level. I have a ton of confidence in Coach. I have a ton of confidence in Howie. I have a ton of confidence in Mr. Leary. I have to do my job. I have to do my job and control the things that I can. I answered that question the other day, and I don't know if you asked me something the other day about, and I said, what did I say?
Said
you didn't know.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
Like you didn't know.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing. So I don't see why that wouldn't be the case. You know, we plan on fixing everything that we've done and growing together. Coach Sirianni, Brian, everyone.
Yep. Hello, I am your host, Reggie, from the city that bleeds green, the city with heart, and the city that breeds sports. Today, I'm just going to touch on Nick is staying in Philly as of now. There were some changes that occurred. I want to talk about Darius Slay had made a good comment about a prior ex-coach that we had here in Philadelphia, Denard Wilson. So let me get on with the comments. Before I do, please, I want to thank everyone for all y'all subscriptions. It does not go unnoticed not for one moment. I truly, truly appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, please tell a friend to tell a friend about Better on Yourself Media Sports to help a brother out here. Hit the notification bell, hit the subscription, hit that thumbs up to help me get this algorithm out to y'all and abroad. So yes, it looks like Nick Sirianni is going to be around for a while. As of right now, there was a situation earlier today that I read from Ian Rappaport and a few other people that I got some content from that states that Nick Sirianni's job is still on the table. There was a situation where him and owner Laurie didn't get to actually have their meeting yesterday. There were some logistic issues that occurred on behalf of that meeting being taking place. So with that, it hasn't been said, but what is out there is the fact that Laurie did give Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni I guess the timetable, if you want to say that, or he gave them a standard, and it says here by Diana Rossini. She says both Eagle general manager Howie Roseman and head coach Nick Sirianni have been reaching out to available NFL coaches and coordinators, as well as coaching agents across the league, for eventually potential coordinator candidates to join the coaching staff as they plan for the 2024 season. So there you have it. From what I was told that, Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni are out searching for coaches, candidates to bring back to the table to present to Mr. Jeffrey Lurie on the upcoming meeting. As of yet, there's no scheduled date that I'm aware of that's supposed to take place. But as of I speak right now, they haven't met. Coach Nick Sirianni has not met with owner Jeffrey Lurie to discuss the future with him and his franchise. What is out there as of right now, like I said, that Nick has him and Jeffrey Lurie are out there trying to find coaches to satisfy Mr. Lurie's taste buds and what he's looking for in this franchise going forward. And also, I have another comment that backs up what I'm stating here um, from Miss Diana Rusio. Excuse me for pronouncing her name wrong. But it says this is from the Outside the Birds. It says here the latest report from Rap Sheet isn't too unexpected, but it's worth reading. It seems like the Eagles will give Nick Sirianni the same ultimatum that they gave Doug Peterson. While Peterson wasn't willing to make the direct changes to his coaching staff, Sirianni likely knows he needs to embrace change if he wants to stick around. Sirianni was expected to present his plan for the future to Laurie during the meeting, which should include staff changes and defensive coordinators and potentially offensive coordinators as well. Reported if Sirianni is open to such change, he will likely stay as an Eagles coach. But Laurie doesn't approve of Sirianni's plan. The difference outcome could result. So there you have it. He's given Laurie is giving Howie and Nick Sirianni an opportunity to go out, look for some suitable coaches to come in for the 2024 season, and make this team a better team and present us in the fashion that he knows it should be presented in. So I think that Jeffrey Lurie is doing the right thing. I thought that from the reports was out yesterday that Nick still had the job, but now seeing that he doesn't still have his job is a concrete thing. He's taking his time and letting these guys do their due diligence, go out here and searching for suitable defensive and offensive coordinators to go in the staff. Now, for me, this is my personal preference. I'm just saying this here because of the fact that I think when we had the opportunity to keep such players, coaches around, such as Darnell Williams, the defensive back coach for the Eagles, when Nick Sirianni, he fired the guy because he wanted a yes man. And when he went out and signed Sean Desai, don't get me wrong. About it. I knew what Williams was going to bring to the table. He's not a yes man, and I believe that was part of the issue with Sirianni keeping him on board with the Philadelphia Eagles, because Wilson, it was an aggressive type coach. He was well liked by the team, and people around the organization. But it came down to the final say of Nick Sirianni and making the decision to go out of the organization and bring in Sean Desai, which I believe he still, Desai speaking on, didn't get a fair chance at his role as a defensive coordinator. As y'all all know, he was demoted in the middle of the season after some subpar play on a defensive end, and he replaced him with Matt Patricia, which was even worse than we've had. I believe Josiah was handcuffed at the time and did what he had to do to save face to keep his job. So he went up in the booth and did what he was told to do. But going forward, there can't be that type of coaches in Philadelphia. We need the coaches such as the Buddy Ryans, the Johnsons that we had in the back in the day. Those type of style coaches, and we have them out there in Winks. You have Verbal, or you have the ex Washington Redskins coach Ron Rivera. He was a defensive guy before he went on to coach the Commanders over there in Washington. So there are guys out there that are suitable for the job. But I believe Laurie wants to see what type of positioning or players that they are going to try to bring in to resolve this matter on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, as far as coordinator position. Darius Slay, he spoke up for Mr. Wilson in regards to the matter at hand of him being fired and let go. Slay was very vocal about the situation in regards to that matter. Here it says here, this is by Marcus Haynes. He said, Darius Slay told me today that Darnell Wilson, whom Sirianni stubbed, then fired last year, and who now is the defensive coach for number one seed Ravens, who have been better hashtag Eagles defensive better defense than Matt Patricia and Sirianni. And I agree. Wilson would have been better higher for Nick, keeping him on board and giving him that position. He is better to me than Matt Patricia and Sean Desai at hand. So, that goes to show you that, Nick Sirianni's not good at picking people that has the wanting control of their situation as far as coaching, and he wants to have a lot of input. It looks like to me in that area of coaching, instead of just being the head coach and letting the other guys just go on and coach. I believe he's going to make the right decision. If not, Laurie will make the right decision for him. And I wish him the best in making his decision with the coordinators, him and Howie both, because we need to bring somebody in here that can get the job done. We have the personnel and the players. It's just we have to believe that getting the right people in here, like I said earlier, Winks is a guy that I would prefer to bring in. Somebody like that. I'm all board for that type of coach on the defensive side of the ball that's going to be aggressive, with the blitzing and aggressive all around with the defense. So I'm on board with that. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. Help me get this album out. I really do appreciate that. But in getting back into the conversation here, Darius Slay also, it says Darius Slay is going back into the same theory with the Darnell Wilson. It says Darius Slay, fired Eagles DB coach Darnell Wilson, would have been a better than Sirianni and Matt Patricia, which I just stated. I think he would have made a lot of difference. Slay said he was loved by us. So there it goes. I just made that statement. Darius Slay brought it to surface that, the guy was loved around here in the organization. The players loved him and respected him, and they did work for him. When we had him, he was a Super Bowl coach. He was a Super Bowl coach with us. We went to the Super Bowl last year, so I wouldn't see why that. Well, I know why now. The power situation that Nick Sirianni didn't want to bring him back aboard. And then it's another thing going on, to change the topic, about Nick Sirianni. This is by Jordan Schultz. It says, asked a longtime NFL executive to explain his take on Nick Sirianni and the hashtag Eagles. It all comes down to what Nick Sirianni is able to lay out to Jeffrey Lloyd. What's my path to getting back to the Super Bowl? Who are my coordinators? Who are my top assistants? What went wrong this season? I think most people believe Doug Peterson would have been kept before he met with their owner. So we'll see. We'll see. So we will see. I mean, I'm all on board for him, having another year to try to get it right. I did want his head to roll, but if I'm going along with Jeffrey Lurie. If he don't bring the right proposal to the table, then he got to go. I'll scratch that and move forward and looking for a head coach to run this team and organization. That's simple as that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I believe he's being fair and doing so with Nick Sirianni and Howie, giving them the opportunity to go out and search for OC and DCs. And then there was talk about Brian Johnson being interviewed by the Atlanta Falcons for a head coaching job. Hey, man, I wish him the best. If whatever way situation goes for him, I really like the guy. I'm hoping that he can stick around the organization. There was some rumbles about that was a possible situation also, that Brian Johnson would stick around the organization in some type of capacity. Would it be going back to quarterback coach or assistant or somehow, some way? But I would like to see him stick around in the organization. Me, truthfully speaking, on Brian Johnson, I don't think he's ready for a head coaching job at this present time. I think about another year or so underneath his belt, he'll be ready to go out and, take on that task at hand. But, that's yet to be seen. We'll see what goes on with that, and we'll see what happens. So, like I said, earlier, that that my thing is with Nick Sirianni is him in making the decisions that he made and during the season and halfway through the season with the defensive play calling, and not making adjustments for the blitz, knowing teams was going to blitz us. If he was going to speak up on anything to Brian Johnson, he should have told him try to tweak that, because this is what the teams are doing to us. You get film on it. You had to see this coming, especially with the type of coaches that we face in Tampa Bay and in New York. And it all started from I believe, the 49ers game, the way the 49ers approached us and, did what they did to us that game. And then you have guys like Peyton Manning and them literally calling out plays from the Eagles before they even happen. Just looking at the lineup on the field as they come out of the huddle. And, I was told, and I read on it, I'm very aware of this here. I wasn't actually told, but I'm aware of this here. You have to put Jalen on the center at some point. I mean, once you I've been back in shotgun situation, you basically show your hand. You can't basically run the ball, so there's definitely going to be a pass or some form of fashion back out the backfield, quick slant or something like that. But that was embarrassing to me to see these guys like Manning and McCaffrey sitting on the couch watching the Eagles game, telling us what the play was going to be. That's kind of stuff you can't have. So like I said before earlier, y'all, I really do appreciate y'all for y'all subscriptions. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I put this content out for y'all. I hope y'all really appreciate it. I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers by the end of February, beginning of February, in the end of February. So if y'all can help me out with that, I truly, truly would appreciate y'all. And like I said, if you haven't already, tell a friend to tell a friend about Bet On Yourself Media Sports. I am your host, Reggie. And from this point on, I'm out. Yep, you know what we say right here. Be good, be safe, God bless, keep the main thing, and have an attitude of gratitude. Until next time, peace, bond strong. Come join the family. I'm out of here.
I just want to play at a high level. I have a ton of confidence in Coach. I have a ton of confidence in Howie. I have a ton of confidence in Mr. Leary. I have to do my job. I have to do my job and control the things that I can.